We're going to talk about dating cultures, American versus China.
MBA is a good program if you want to find life partner.
They found their life partner. I found clients.
I can't live without relationships.
Oh, come on. I enjoy my solitary state of mind.
I started dating when I was 14.
14? Is that allowed? I hated dating apps.
I don't want to share a fork with other girls. So I asked him to have a check.
I feel like physical touch is very sacred.
But in the United States, it's like the opposite. Commitment is like the last step.
I think whoever initiates the date would pay.
Hi.
Well, today we're going to talk about something very special, and it's our very first English podcast.
Yes.
Yeah, we're going to say very juicy things about it, right?
Yeah. Okay, before that, let's take a sip.
Oh, yeah, let's take a sip.
Cheers, mommy. All right, what's our today's topic?
We're going to talk about dating cultures.
Dating cultures.
Yeah, dating culture, American versus China. Yes.
Cool.
I mean, you've been to,
I stayed in Boston for 4 years.
4 years,
What
yeah.
about you?
I did 1 year of high school and college in the US, and I did my MBA, which is married but available for a lot of people. I did it in Cambridge. I did it in the UK, so I've seen both culture, and very interesting. It's a very interesting thing is there were about just a little over 200 people in my cohort at Cambridge, my MBA, and 20 out of 200 people married to each other.
What?
Yeah, I went to my classmates' weddings. They married to each other.
Wait, like in such a small group,
Yes.
and then you find the one that you're gonna spend your
Rest of your life.
Yeah.
None of them got divorced so far. It's like 7 years already.
MBA is a good program if you want to find your life partner.
They found their life partner. I found clients. I'm gonna send to one of my classmates. We were helping. Yeah, actually, this is their wine. So I only find clients, right?
Yeah.
But it's very interesting. All these questions that we have does not apply to me because it never happened to me in my 30s, and I'm 34. Yeah, I gave up dating.
When a lot of people heard about this story, like you gave up dating, they must be thinking maybe something bad happened to you, or you got some sort of traumas.
No. Actually, I'm a very individual case. I know you are not. You enjoy the dating field, right? Very much.
Yeah. I can't live without relationships.
Oh, come on. I enjoy my solitary state of mind. I think it was such a relief the last time I broke up from a relationship, and I enjoy my own time. And it's very busy. Like as an entrepreneur, it's so busy. Have to find time to hang out with other people, like even with friends. And not to mention, we are both content creators.
Yeah.
As content creators, you always have to film. There was an interesting saying that if you ever see me posting me with a better half online, it means I need traffic. I lack of money, probably.
So when was your puppy love? Because you said you started high school in the United States?
Yeah, 1 year. But I hang out with gay people, my gay friends.
Sorry, I have to quote this Lao Ti thing.
You think I'm a butch lesbian? No, I'm still straight. That 1 year in high school, because I joined an exchange program, and it's very strict because we're teenagers, right? I was 16 years old. You are not allowed to date people. Sexual stuff are strictly prohibited. So when I was hanging out with my gay groups, he would give me a ride back home. I didn't need to take the school bus. And my host dad, their American dad, he was peeking through a window, and he was like, who was that guy sent you back? I said, no worries, he's gay. And then they met him, and they were like, it's fine. So I didn't really have a first boyfriend until I was 18 in college. 18. I know you had puppy love quite early, right?
Yeah. Well, I feel like it's probably because I grew up in a very, very big family. I didn't live with my parents. I lived with my grandparents, with other kids, my cousins.
Okay.
So at that time, I didn't get enough attention because I was the only girl, and then the other cousins were boys. So my grandparents, they were paying more attention to the guys, probably because they're naughtier So
Not
I was
yet.
the quiet one. I didn't get enough attention when I went to like middle school. I started to realize that I need some sort of attention.
So you pick boyfriends in kindergarten?
No, no. In middle school, like everyone started this like kind of like hormone in your body, and
Okay.
teenagers, like you know, the guys would ask me out, and I felt happy because somebody was noticing me. I didn't date them because I liked them or whatever.
Okay.
Because they
Not-
gave me enough attention that made me feel
Okay.
special.
That's very gentle.
It's very common in China, especially if you're a girl that was born in a family that like doesn't care about girl that much.
Okay.
You probably will go through this. Yeah. So I started dating when I was 14.
14?
Yeah, but
Is that
it's just, like,
allowed?
it's not allowed. My parents didn't know about it because I was in
Okay.
boarding school. It's
think
just like
probably-
holding hands. And
holding hands, okay.
Maybe like kiss.
So different. I went to this high school like in China, and they were all ugly in their teenage. Come on, I
Yeah.
can't. 下不了嘴. I can't.
下不了嘴.
I'm very picky. Even now, I have my own standards. The standards have evolved over the years, but I do have a high standards in my own like definition. So then at a time, I thought I was gonna be famous in the future. So
You
I
have
was
to stay clean.
yeah,
with
yeah.
your background.
More like I insist myself not to like date anyone until I was like 18. Yeah, so my first boyfriend was in college. I was 18. It's very interesting because I thought, okay, now I'm 18.
So
I'm allowed to date. So I'm gonna date someone who's
Very-
very outrageous. My very first boyfriend. You know
Same
what?
time.
He had tattoo. Later on, like over the years, he had like the whole arm with a tattoo. So he's
That's
like,
cool.
yeah.
But that's not like
That's
your
not-
type, like typical type of man that
No,
I would
I'm not
see
like
that you're
I
dating.
only date people with tattoo on. But I think it was because he was very different. In my fantasy, he lived a life very different. He went to high school in Virginia, so it was very interesting. But we only did it for a month or 2 months, and I just
He asked you out first, or what happened? How did it begin?
there was no date. It was more like, you know, students hang out, like we all hang out together. I don't remember, but the only thing I remembered is we made out. It was horrible, so I was like, I'm gonna break up with him.
Why do you think it's horrible?
I don't like
Bad
his smell. Not like smell from here. It's just like the smell don't click. But we didn't do anything. It was real puppy love. Right?
In nowadays language, they would say that
Yeah.
you're not attracted to him like physically.
Yes. So that's actually one of my very first criteria, that I have to be physically attracted to this person, which is very few because I'm
It's
very
hard.
picky.
It's hard to find
hard.
that.
Yeah. What about you? Did you date any Lao Wai?
Yes, of course.
Of course you did.
I had
did
this
not.
like, you know, like white people, they have this yellow fever. I had this white stage at
Okay.
the beginning when I first went to the States.
You had white stage?
Yeah, because it was so like everything feels so new to me, and I was very
You had culture.
curious. So at that time, like when you know white guys, they're very straightforward, which is so different from Chinese guys.
Okay.
So at that time, I was very curious. So I went out, like I went on dates with a couple like white guys at the beginning, but we didn't like do much. We just like hang out, have dinner or like lunch,
Okay.
watch movies together. That's it. But I still find myself like attracted to Asian people eventually. I just
Okay,
feel
okay.
like we have the same tone.
It's your comfort zone.
Yes, and we have the same like culture backgrounds that make me feel very comfortable. Like I don't need to like go through. So we have to talk about this difference thing in China. Like I was there 10 years ago. So at that time in China's dating culture is still very traditional.
Yeah, nowadays it's all the same.
Yes, but like at that time, we go through this stage. Like, firstly, you go on dates. They ask you out, and then before you like commit to each other, you don't do anything, right? You don't kiss, you don't hold hands, anything.
Well, you
don't
kind
hug.
of hold hands, right? Oh.
No, before you confirm this, like commit to this relationship, we
committed,
didn't do
yeah.
anything. But then, like you commit to somebody, you commit to this relationship, and then you start like doing things that only couples would do. But in the United States, it's like the opposite. Commitment is like the last step.
Like this is what I observed. But nowadays, I think Gen Z in China, it's probably the same.
Yeah.
Like you hold hands, you do whatever
Couples would do.
couples would
You're
do.
still
It's like
just
in
friends.
Yeah, it's like in a situationship. It's
Friends
never,
with benefits, something like that.
well, it's not friends with benefits. It's probably you're still dating, but you won't say like this is my girlfriend, this is my boyfriend, etc.
You don't introduce them to your friend groups.
I think if I were into still active in dating, that's probably gonna be me. Like I had a guy mindset always. Yeah, I don't like if it weren't because that I was too lazy to change a boyfriend, I would just switch people like in 3 months. But I don't do it often. But when we were searching this topic before, I need to trace back to whatever I have done in my 20s. I did have a lot of situationships, but not situationships that we were talking about nowadays in the States.
So you, at that time, you see a lot of people, let's say, like
online.
You see, no?
Yes, online.
Oh, just online, like chat with a lot of people?
I chat with a lot of people. Yeah, there were guys that saying that was a badass. I was trying to hold on to them, but we didn't do anything. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like physical touch is very sacred. So, but I do a lot of
for communication.
Yeah, like talks and stuff like that. I think right now, at this moment, it's a universal thing that there are a lot of situationships going on. There were no absolute culture shocks.
Yeah,
right?
Probably right now they don't have this culture shock.
But
back in the days,
like 15 years ago, I would say, in our generation, still
we're still very traditional. Like we find like we have to be exclusive first before we do anything. Let's say put it that way.
I cannot believe. No, actually, my mom wanted me to explore. I remember I did a summer school in LSE, and she said if you find cute, like 老外, like cute foreign guys, you can try, just use protection. I'm like, Mom, what are you talking about?
But your mom, I think what she's saying is true. Like you have to explore more before you realize what's the best for you, before you really understand yourself, you know. But I think it's a way of self-exploration too.
Back to the dating thing. Do you have any moves or steps? Do you have any specific steps? You have to do certain... I do.
Firstly, like, of course, someone asked me out. I never asked somebody out. Like,
oh, I ask people out.
Really?
Yeah.
You find someone cute and then you ask him out?
It was like a dare, but
you went out with this guy. You initiated this date.
I feel this is more interesting. It was just because I was bored. You know what? Now I'm just not bored at all. Like I'm so busy. Like I'm exhausted. But when you're in your 20s, you had maybe no money. You had very shallow vision about life.
And you have a lot of time.
You have time to kill, and you hang out with a lot of guys and girls with this certain amount of hormones. You're a mom now, so your hormones are gone.
No, it disappeared. It's gone, like way gone.
But yeah, talk about the steps.
Yeah, for me, I have to firstly go out on a couple, at least like 3 to 5 dates.
Oh, you're so conservative.
And for the dates, you know, before I went to the States, I was very, very traditional. Like during those dates, we don't hold hands, we don't do anything, we don't hugs.
You kept a distance.
Yeah, and he said I like you, and can you be my girlfriend? He asked for it. Then
you need to have this certain statement.
Yes, I need to have this ritual.
We're so traditional.
Yeah, but then I went to the States because I had like experienced this culture shock thing. I understood that okay, this is the American way. They don't ask for anything at the beginning. They want to explore more. They want to know more about you before they commit into a relationship with you. I think that also makes sense. So I changed my steps, but I still like I went on dates. I probably would like hold hands and kiss, but nothing more. I need to make sure that we're both on the same page. We're both exclusively seeing each other. Like I don't want to share a fork with other girls.
Okay, so here's the thing. Were you seeing multiple guys at the same time?
I don't.
You never?
Never.
Oh, really?
So, yeah. So like for the seeing stage, even chatting, no, I don't
you
chat
don't chat 3? I chat with like 5.
Really?
When I was young. Now I chat with clients. I give so much emotional support to all my clients. I think part of the reason is when I was bored. Now I wouldn't have the strength or even the idea to do. Like I would use this much time to enjoy a me time if I ever free from work. Because as an entrepreneur, you kind of work 24/7.
Yeah.
So that's why I treat my clients as, my better half.
I only talk to one person at a time. And also, like, for me, that's the thing. So when I first went to the States, I wasn't, I'm still like deep down, still that traditional Chinese girl, right? When I talk to this person, and if I realize that, okay, this guy is seeing like probably multiple girls, that I just lost my interest. And if I really like this guy, and if he really liked me too, but also like he could like a lot of people, that's the thing. And that breaks my heart, like a bit. So that
you want to be exclusive.
Yes, I want to be exclusive.
You want to get the whole attention. So, just like when you were young, right?
Probably. Okay. So that's the thing. So I'm not used to having this other person, like he's talking to multiple girls at a time, and that turned me down. If that doesn't turn me off, I don't like this. And I'd be straightforward about it. And then this guy will feel like this girl is very like control freak because like he's American and he's feel like, okay, you are asking for commitment. You ask for one at a time. Yes, I ask for don't be so exclusive. Busy. Yes, but he feels like, okay, this girl is so desperate into a relationship, and that turns a guy off. That's a huge difference between different cultures. And later on, I realized this. I'd be like, okay, I'm not trying to get into a relationship right away. But the thing is that I want to make sure if I'm not seeing somebody, you're not seeing somebody. If you can't do this, then I'm not going to spend time with you. See, I think this is like a prenup for relationship. It's, but I admire this. And I think in my dating scene, I always want to get in control. Like I'm another kind of control freak. So I like to lead the relationship. So I can ask people out, even though I don't do that often at all. You are actually a guy's mindset. Yeah, I didn't realize I was a guy's mindset about dating until now when people were talking about, they were experts are talking about you need to use a guy's mindset to date. Did you use dating apps back in the days or like now? I hated dating apps. Well, I have my own reasons, but why? Can I ask why? That was like that happened in my relationship. I always want to control. I want to be the dominant part in a relationship. Or even in a dating scene. I realized that in my early adolescence years, it's kind of like a peer pressure to date people. You probably enjoy the moment when guys adore you, give you attention when you guys are together. There are hormones and there are like dopamines, like flying everywhere. For me, I had no dopamines. Like I had no endorphins. And they were all gone, like with like busy at work. So every time I saw people, even with like Bumble, I will be furious. I'd be like, don't do that. The only time I downloaded Tinder, it was for my school homework. Homework? Yeah, because I took a class. The name is Sex and Communication. Sex and communication. So it includes communication and sex. No, it's sex and communication. Other sex, it means like gender-wise. It talks about like gender or different sexual identification. My mind just got contaminated. I downloaded it because my project was like to try to get to know about how people like present themselves on these dating apps. Like it's a part of communication thing. Close, right? Did you swipe? No? I did swipe. Actually, a fun story. So at that time, I was single. My friend was trying to match me with one of her friends. And then like she showed me this guy's picture and I kind of like this guy's look. And then later on when I was on Tinder, my homework was to record as many as possible, like profile, how guys present themselves, how girls present themselves. Like, is there any like difference between guys and girls? So I was swiping. I was trying to like record all those profile pictures and stuff. And I saw this guy that my friend tried to hook me up with. And I was like, wait, this is the guy. Wait. And I'm like, should I swipe left or right? Because I kind of like him. Okay. And then I stopped right there. I just didn't know what to do because I kind of like him, but I don't want him to feel like I like him. If you swipe this guy, you're also gonna be on his profile too. So I stopped there.
So did you end up with talking to that guy?
I just quit that app at that time. Like I didn't know what to do. And then later on, like my friend actually like had this, had this getaway together. We went to this mountain near Boston.
So you went to mountain
So
with
we
him?
went together, and he was so very cute.
He was very cute.
Sorry, my husband. He didn't know about this.
It's okay. That's like, I don't know, 10 years ago?
Yeah, 10 something years ago. He's in ABC. He has like all those packs you needed, and like, he's very strong, very tall.
The packs you need?
Yeah.
Wow.
And
you have your certain type for the looks, right?
Yes, I did.
I think if you hook up your friend with another person, this is something more efficient. I remember like it was towards the end of my senior year in college. I had this ABC friend. It's a family friend. He's a big brother to me. Okay. He had this birthday party in Manhattan. He invited me over. He invited all his fraternity brothers, and then they're all from Carnegie Mellon. So I was there. He hooked me up with this American guy. He's cute. I thought he was gay, probably. So my big brother, he was like, that guy is your age. He's from a very rich family, something like that, and you should talk to him. So we were talking over. Towards the end, we were all leaving, and he wants to give me a ride, and I should go with him. My big brother said, go with him. I said, why? Because this is weird. And he told me he's so rich, he has an Aston Martin. He has an Aston Martin, and I did not know what Aston Martin was. I did not know how expensive the car was. I had absolutely no idea, and I didn't even care. But now, I would say, oh yeah, let's. I'll get your, Facebook or something. Maybe you can be my client 10 years afterwards, right? I know I sounds very business, very mommy in suit,
yes,
very 商务 mommy. But yeah, that was a very interesting experience.
How did it go? Like eventually, did you like
the guy? That's the only time.
That's the only time.
And I left for China, so I didn't know.
Oh, okay.
But it was a very interesting experience that someone just whispered me like he had an Aston Martin.
Oh.
And I didn't know I need to contact him because he had that from family. Yeah.
Do you feel like in China, we talk about like this hookup thing, people like your parents might, or one of your relatives, if they find you single, they will try to like hook you up with somebody or like match you.
Matchmaker?
Yeah, matchmaker. They will match you with somebody, like some of their friend's son, you know. I feel like in China, this happens a lot. But in the United States, like the parents don't care that much about.
Sometimes they do too, but not in the way that Chinese parents would do. I'm already old enough to pass that stage. Luckily, yeah.
Before you're 30, when you're getting close to 30, there'd be like I feel like the family will be very, very,
My mom just wanted me to buy a
intense.
sperm and have a kid. That's her wish right now. No, literally. I think they're open-minded as well. So that's a very supportive thing for me. But I think hooking up with someone is... the intention are different. I think parents, they want you to have a good marriage, like 门当户对. You need to have similar backgrounds. You need to be on the same stage.
They want you to like not going downhill because of marriage.
And now in a current economic term, everyone can go downhill. Everyone. So that's why I think people don't do that often in the tier 1, tier 2 cities. But talking about hookup, I thought you were gonna say hookup in a different term.
Like hookup.
Because we do have a question. Some people say if you have sex with people on the first date, it means you're not going to take it seriously. You can never be in a relationship, etc. What do you think?
I think that resonate with me. I feel like if you have sex with somebody too soon, it's not gonna lead to a very good or healthy relationship because the other person, like no matter you or the guy, would feel like you guys are too easy to get.
Okay.
And then you don't need to make any efforts. That makes it like not as treasurable. You didn't invest a lot of time or energy into this thing, into this not yet relationship. You don't have that cost,
I think in a dating scene, people value sex as a milestone or a treasure to define things.
Like for guys, they want to sleep with you, obviously. For girls,
Yeah, when they're bored and like
Yeah,
young.
girls,
when they pass
okay.
25, they're just 60. Yeah, so we're talking about one night stand. And I'm gonna tell you my statement. I've never had a one night stand in my entire life, but that's just by choice because I don't like having any kind of like relationships at all. If I were okay with one night stand, I would distinguish this guy from other guys. Like, I saw this one, we're gonna do one night stand tonight, and he is categorized as the person I just hook up with.
That's why I agree with that, like, saying.
So for me, I don't think that's a guy's mindset. It only was a like guy's mindset in a conventional way because women did not realize that they could have the same right to think this way, right?
Yeah.
So I think in China, people gradually have that mindset, especially in the tier 1, tier 2 cities. But I think in villages, in like towns, in a smaller community, smaller groups, people still think in a more conventional mind. Okay, next one. So, talking about I love you.
Okay.
Yeah, did you say I love you a lot to your husband? Did you? Okay.
Almost every day.
What about him?
I asked him, like, do you love me? And he would
you
say
asked him?
yes.
Oh, okay.
Because he's not
He
a
said
very
yes.
expressive person. No. He's very...
He'd be like, I will notify you if anything changes.
Yes, he's that type.
Do you think I love you in Chinese dating scenes it's like a huge milestone?
No,
or?
I feel like I love you, like, in China is kind of like when you're in a relationship, you say it like all the time.
American is like a nuclear bomb.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like, oh, is it too soon? Oh,
Is it too heavy? Like, too serious?
Yeah, you don't need to say it back.
In the United States, sometimes if you say it, like, it slip away, you know? Sometimes I love you. And the guy would be like, wait, you love me already?
Oh, that's just, it's like I love you as a friend.
Yeah, I love you as a friend.
It's so hard sometimes to distinguish between I love you and I love you. Like, you put this sentence into different scenarios. But I think in general, when I was in the States or in European countries, people would say I love you when they have an agreement into a certain stage of a relationship. And in China, I say I love you to my boyfriends all the time.
I feel like in China, I love you is not that strong. It's not like so serious.
You don't say 我爱你。我会说爱你哟。
爱你哟, that means like
爱你哟。
love you, mama. Yeah. Lots of love.
But I think a lot of people would think love is a very heavy word. For me, it's not. Probably I have no heart. If I really love somebody, like in a relationship, you will see my action.
Yes.
Yeah,
action speaks louder than words.
Yes. I will have my own ways to express my love to a better half.
Through money or through?
Through all of it. Yeah, through 资源, through resources.
I will share all my clients' list to you.
Well, not that.
Just kidding.
But yeah, I'll help people. I'll help the better half to achieve what they wanted. I will have I'm a very good helper. I'm a very good chief of staff to the CEO. How about sex and commitment? Not sex and communication. I had that class.
Yeah, but I did very good in that class. I got an A.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
So how about sex and commitment? Like, what do you think, which comes first?
I think for me personally, of course, commitment comes first. I feel like nowadays, like in this society, maybe sex comes first. But for me personally, I still value commitment more than sex. Let's put it that way. If I don't have a commitment with this guy, I wouldn't have sex with him because, like, I need to know this person very, very much before I have sex with him. I feel like I value my body so much. I feel like
secret.
Yeah, and I want him to be the same because I want him to value his body. Like I don't want this guy to like go around and like around, and that's very dirty for me. It's not like sacred. It's just like if a guy is very easy to around, he might get a lot of like disease, and I hate that. So when I was back in the States, me and my last boyfriend in the States, and at that time I know that before me, like he has spent 4 years
with a girl.
No, with no girlfriend, but one night stands. So I asked him to have a check before we commit to this relationship.
For me, I'll add one more. I need to burn incense around him to purify it. To purify him through Buddha. Like, seriously, incense, both spiritually and physically. I believe in sex is part of the commitment. If you need to get into a certain stage, you probably won't say I love you, but you need to be in a kind of like a relationship in order to have sex, in any source of a relationship in order to have sex. But sex, you do value sex in a part of commitment.
Yes.
Because if you just perform very poorly to each other, I'm not saying like we just evaluate men, right? We can perform poorly as well. It's not which comes first, is one thing included in commitment.
Yeah.
Because commitment means a lot. Relationship is hard, and having a commitment, staying in a commitment is even harder.
If you find a guy like he is perfect in every single way,
And he's like 12 seconds.
he is like tiny or like a fried shrimp.
Well, luckily, I invested in this plastic surgery hospital. You know, right? We had all sorts of ways to enlarge, to help him.
Okay.
If he is willing to.
But what if after all these treatments, he's still like not make you satisfied?
Okay.
Then are you gonna break up with him?
This is a very hilarious thing. If he has a small dick energy, he would not even want to have a treatment if he really needed to.
Because he didn't want to acknowledge that he needed it.
So that's actually not good.
Yeah.
That's a very bad
That
mindset.
makes a man like probably perform really bad in other.
Yes, exactly. So I can distinguish from this, and that's actually, I think confidence is one of the criteria I was looking for in better halves.
Yeah, so that leads to our last question. What do you value the most in a relationship?
Well, first of all, commitment, obviously, but I think honesty and respect. So hear this. Guys can like you, but sometimes intentionally they won't respect you.
Yeah.
Maybe because they were raised in some Asian families, like if you're still, like your favorite guys and their moms are just treated like maids at home, etc. I want respect. And I want respect as respect for men or respect for women. And I found out people don't really respect, like they would say bad things in their hearts.
Yeah.
They'll be like, I don't like this person and I don't respect him or her. So honesty, I think in a relationship, you don't need to be full honest, but there are certain things that you need to be completely honest and, respect. What about you?
I value, of course, respect too, because if a guy doesn't respect you, he's not going to support you anyways. If he doesn't respect you, he won't help you on your career or anything because he thinks that like you're lower than him, and he will always look down on you. He won't make you feel good. So if that happens, I will leave this guy. And secondly, for me, we have to have something like some hobby in common. I need companionship. So I would want to do a lot of things with my other half. And if for example, if I am a very outgoing person and if my husband, he's staying home person, then
But your husband is a staying home person.
he is, but he also likes to travel.
Okay.
Yeah, but he's different types of travel. Like he enjoys
something in common.
Yeah, he enjoys luxury places, and I enjoy the nature. He's willing to go to explore the nature with me, and I'm okay with going to luxury places with him too. So that makes us like,
as long as he pays.
yeah. So firstly, respect. Secondly, common interest, and thirdly, I would say he has to be able to provide for himself. Like he has to be
self-sustained.
Yes, and he has to be aggressive with what he's doing.
Okay.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Because I don't want to support him financially. Like
independent, financially independent.
Because I'm financially independent too. I want him to be able to provide for himself. If not provide for me as well, like at least for himself.
Okay.
And I can provide for him for a like specific amount of time, but not forever. Because I don't want this guy to be like laid down and be like, okay, I'll count on you. No, I don't want that. We're both like very aggressive. That's what I want.
I think our era has changed. We already had mindset like this, right?
Oh yeah.
It used to be like you have to count on a guy, right? Now we're just like asking for financially independent. Don't count on me.
Yeah.
Okay, the last question.
The dinner thing, like
Who pays the first?
who pays? Are you okay with AA, or are you expecting the guy to pay for it?
I think whoever initiated the date would pay.
Yes.
So if I ask a guy out, I would pay. And frankly speaking, that's just for my personal experience. I almost never pay for dinner for my dates because I eat like a chipmunk. So it's so not fair. So I will, if we're going on a date, we're going to dinner and like mini golf, I would pay for the mini golf.
Yeah.
But you pay for the dinner date because I don't eat at all. Like I eat like an extra salad that's like $20 tops. And you eat like steak. That's just me. But if I'm treating clients, if I'm treating friends, I'm willing to, pay for dinners and stuff like that because I can afford to do that. But for a date, I'm just like, don't do dinner. Can we just do something fun and I can just pay for it? What about you? The same?
The same. Almost the same.
Okay.
I
never ask guys out.
The thing is difference is if I am, for example, if this guy asks me out on a date. And of course, because whoever initiate this event, who's gonna pay for it? But for example, if he pays for the meal, I'll pay for the movie. And also, if he pays for the meal, I'll pay for the drink. And sometimes, if I'm really interested in this guy, I would, like, for example, before we finish the dinner, maybe he went to the bathroom and I will pay the bill because I want to see how he reacts.
Okay.
It's kind of like a small test. Yeah, because for me, money doesn't matter that much, and I'm able to afford this dinner, so I will pay, and I want to see how he reacts. If he feels like, oh, this is so good of you, and maybe he's gonna ask me out again. But if he's feel like, okay, you pay already, and he's like taking it for granted, then he's not someone I'm looking for because I don't want a cheap man.
There are cheap men everywhere. You just think that one drink would knock you down.
Yeah, that's also why I do this all the time. Like on the first day, I would try to pay because I want to see, like, I want to let this guy know, okay, I am not that easy girl.
You want to set up the rules.
I don't care about money. You don't think it that way. Like you can just knock me down with a drink or whatever. Like I don't care about that thing. So you really have to be genuine and sincerely into like what I'm interested in. For example, a guy, he asked me out for like to watch an NBA show.
Okay.
That was good for me. That was really good. So he has to spend time and like really some energy to figure me out, not just like ask me out and like
try to know each other better. All right. Cool. Wow, you know a lot of things about me now. Because
dating was something you never mentioned. If one day you started dating, I'd be like, oh my god, like I need to know who this guy is, or maybe this lady
a lot of people
is.
Want to find out. He's probably going to be under a lot of pressure, or maybe has a big dick energy. You never know. Shall we cheer?
Cheers.
Cheers. Oh.